Well, Human Rights Watch is urging the home nations of children unlawfully held in Syrian detention camps to bring them home and give them a new chance at life. More than 20,000 foreign minors from 60 countries, the children of ISIL suspects, are being held with their mothers in 2 camps. Human Rights Watch says the conditions are so bad they may amount to torture. A report by the organisation found that most of the 1,500 children have been welcomed back to their home countries and are doing well despite their ordeals. Well, they've been able to reintegrate with their peers and excel at school, but many are traumatised and need psychological support. Well, Jo Becker is the Director of Children's Rights Advocacy at Human Rights Watch. She is live with us in New York now.
Glad to be with you.
Jo, for those lucky enough to get out, the children lucky enough to get out, it seems like they can reintegrate relatively successfully. What do you think the key is to making sure that happens?
Yes, over the last year, we have researched the experiences of about 100 children that have been repatriated from the camps in northeast Syria to 7 countries across Western Europe and Central Asia. And we have found that despite the suffering in the camps, many of these children do remarkably well. They're in school, some are at the top of their class, they're making friends, they're engaging in typical childhood activities like football, cycling, and going to the zoo. And I think some of the keys to success are countries that have multidisciplinary teams of educators, social workers, psychologists to provide children with support. And children do best when they're with a family environment. So, for example, if they've been able to stay with their mother who's been repatriated with them, or if they're with extended family. So in many countries, for example, there are grandparents that are eager and willing to care for children and really do their best to help these children thrive. Many countries have been reluctant to accept the return of these children. There are thousands and thousands of children in the camps, but over the last 3 years, governments have only accepted back 1,500. There are some countries that are good examples. So, for example, Finland, Germany, Central Asian countries like Uzbekistan, Kazakhstan, Russia, the United States have accepted many or even most of their nationals. We've also seen acceleration in repatriations recently by Australia, France, and the Netherlands. But there are other countries that have dozens or even hundreds of children still in the camps that need to be repatriated as soon as possible.
Yeah, can we just
we're concerned.
Yeah, can we just talk about the children that are still in those camps? You know, I think there are 25,000 still there. What is the hope to actually getting them out?
Yeah. So our figures are that there are about 40,000 foreign nationals, mostly women and children, in the camps. This is Al-Hol and Roj. The majority are from Iraq, but there are approximately 10,000 women and children from 60 other countries that are remaining in the camps. The conditions in the camps are deteriorating by the day. Hundreds of children have died from preventable diseases, from malnutrition, from hypothermia. Violence has been escalating as ISIS has become more active. ISIS is targeting children for recruitment in the camps. And it's our firm belief that the greatest danger is not bringing these children home, it's leaving them in the camps where they face these life-threatening conditions. They're missing out on years of education. There's no formal education in the camps. And, you know, the dangers are great. So, you know, our evidence is that many of these children are doing well. And countries really need to accelerate their repatriations and allowing children to come back home.
You spoke of some countries, such as Finland, that are doing a good job, and a number of countries clearly aren't. What is the biggest barrier? What's stopping these countries from doing more? Is it a logistics thing? Is it political?
It's largely political. Many politicians believe that accepting their nationals back is a security risk in their home country. For example, Canada has dozens of children who remain in the camps. The UK also has at least 30 children in the camps. They've accepted only 10 back so far. But as I said, our experience is that many of these children are doing well. If you can remove them from the camp environment, put them in a loving family home in their home country, really what they want to do is they just want to go to school and play and, have a good family life and make friends like many other children.
Yeah. Thank you so much for your time and your insight. That's Jo Becker, the Director of Children's Rights Advocacy at Human Rights Watch. Thank you.
Thank you.